Hey guys, welcome to my severe weather briefing forecast. This is my just first video on it. Um, for the following days, especially on Friday, it looks pretty interesting. Now I have College of Duty page pulled up on here, and we're just seeing some scattered clouds over here, kind of over here in the northern Texas vicinity. And this area where Georgia was, there was a slight risk, but that has pretty much diminished. Now let's take a look at the Storm Prediction Center. So for day one, it's just a marginal threat down here, in this deep south. I'm just gonna skip over to the main threat. Now day four, this is where the low pressure enters from the Pacific coast and it reaches over the Rockies and is in the plains. And the threat here is lower than day five on Friday, and it's focused on a rather smallish scale area. But if we go over here on day five, we're seeing this huge 15% that goes all the way as north as Milwaukee and as far as Waco, Texas. Now the 30%, you don't usually see the 30% on day 4 through 8, quite common. Well, it's more common during the spring months, but pretty surprising to see it this far north already, literally as far in as maybe south Wisconsin. And this huge broad area will be we're still like 4 days out, so it's going to be shifted or expanded or shrunken. But the main area the Storm Prediction Center is focused on is over the Iowa, Illinois vicinity, and another focused further south towards the mid-south, where a large-scale ascent will be weak, but a better thermodynamic environment. Now, some people say that day 3, 2, 1 could be a moderate. For me, it could possibly be. I'm not sure. I feel like for the most part, I think it might stay an enhanced, but we might get a moderate on the focused areas if it shifts or expands. Now, I think this whole area would probably be shifted maybe west a little bit, specifically the 30%, because in several model runs it looks like we're like the main part of the storm where the low pressure is, it would be more west. Not to mention the kinematics, the thermodynamics look more favorable, more westward. Well, let's get into the main detail over here. Alright, so first we're going to look at Pivotal Weather. It's a free model thing. You can just go on it and look at all the weather data. Now we're in GFS. We're just going to go image loop here. Continental, regional, Midwest. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to look at the temperature. I'm going to slide about here. Alright, so this is where we're getting in the heating of the day on, when is this? Okay, so this is Friday. If you didn't know, the 31st, that's actually my birthday on Friday, so, yeah. We'll get into the day. Oh, whoops, I'm going backwards. Heating up to the day. So from what it looks like, we're expected to see low 70s, high 60s across the entire state of Iowa, especially southern Missouri, into eastern Kansas. And the low pressure, it was right here, it'd just be right here, just dry line. Sorry, I was stuttering there for a second. But if you guys are wondering how I haven't uploaded my first tornado survival video, I have been eyeing this since last Thursday or Friday, when it was like 200 something hours out. But obviously the temperature is high enough to definitely have severe storms. Now let's just look at the dew point here. Let's see. Alright, so the 31st of, let's say, 15Z. Oh, that is about, what is that, like 12 p.m.? And 18Z is about 3. So yeah, we're looking at low 60s, high 50s, and low 60s down in Missouri, up here. And then here comes the dry line, where it just pushes that way. It's almost like a fist. It just pushes, just punch. Now I think the thermodynamics are definitely there for an enhanced threat. I'm not so sure about the moderate. Like I said, we're still 4 days out. I'm on the GFS models. We're getting really close to the short range models. Like we're looking at like right now like 96 hours out, so I could look at a low resolution NAM model, but it would barely be in its hours. So that's why I'm gonna make a video on Wednesday or Thursday discussing that before I go out and storm chase it. I'm probably gonna be around the Cedar Rapids area, or you know, someplace close. Now let's look at the kinematics. If you don't know what the kinematics are, it's basically the atmosphere conditions for storms, like thermodynamics, but it's up in the atmosphere. So let's look at the 850 millibar height and wind, and you can definitely see. Hold on, I'm actually gonna have to go out on. Let's see. All right, I got a better look at this, but you can definitely see it goes negatively tilted. Wait, does it? I don't. As you can see here, it rapidly strengthens in central northern Missouri, in the south central Iowa. We're like 65 knots. Now, if we look at the shear, the shear is a different feel for things in the atmosphere. There's definitely shear there, but it looks like it's mostly like southern Missouri. That's probably why this big enhanced risk. Like I said, like the kinematics are definitely there. But if you see these random holes in these like those red spots, that's storms eating the shear. Now let's look at the supercell composite. Now, if you heard of the significant tornado parameter, it's like that, but it's just like for supercells, like conditions favorable for supercells. So this goes 1 out of 46, which is freaking insane. Now we're looking at near Kansas City area 5 of 6, in the central Iowa 5 of 6. So it looks like for the most part, like as I can see, mainly up north, mainly in Iowa and Kansas, Missouri area. Now I'm going to switch over here to the College of DuPage, and I'm going to go to GFS, and we are going to look at the, what was it? We're just going to look at the different color things of it, because I like College of DuPage thing better. If we go about, let's say, about 90 hours out, 96, 100 hours, you can obviously see the real low pressure. This whole thing is spinning this way, counterclockwise. Like I said, the supercell composite takes all of the stuff available for supercell potential in the atmosphere and just makes it into one big model. So like, take the shear, take the cape, take the dew point, take the temperature, all that, and it just creates together of where all these supercells could be. So we're looking at 4 to 7 in northern Missouri, central Missouri, southern Iowa. Let's just take a sounding about right here. And this is another factor that goes into what could be possibly a big storm. So this might look like something completely weird, like some space something. And I'll just give you the basics. This green is the dew point. This red is the temperature. This is different heights in the atmosphere of the wind barbs slowly turning. And when you have something slowly turning with height, there's not too much turning with height here, but that spin in the atmosphere, kinda. Oh my God, someone's gonna have to back me up in the comments. But this is called a hodograph. So when you see more of this going up, and then turning, that is turning with height. Now this is giving you a potential hazard type tornado. Now I think it goes like marginal tornado, weak tornado, then PDS or strong tornado, and then for all of it, it's like severe and all that. But this in this vicinity, it says classic supercell, and this is giving you supercell chances. So it's saying a 56% chance for tornado from the supercell, and severe hail is 2.75 inches, I'm guessing. Only 43% significant, but I wouldn't really look at that a lot. And you know, when we get into the short range forecast, we can look at the significant tornado parameter and other parameters that are very useful. And we can look at it at a higher resolution, which is just so much better. Now, if you look at surface-based CAPE, this is like for tornadoes, surface-based storms, I'm pretty sure. We're looking at, let's see, about 1,500 joules per kilogram. Goes well into Iowa, Missouri, some of Illinois, and kind of fades out around the, 0Z time frame, 03 or 3Z time frame, which is about, like 10 p.m. I don't know so much about the 0Z stuff, but I think for sure they should probably expand this west or shift it west, or, but we will know in the following days what changes. We'll just know up until day 5, Friday. Alright, now we're going to look at a different model called the Euro model, which is the, what is it? The ECMWF model. I'm going to look at the high-res model. And the College DuPage Euro model isn't as good as the pivotal weather one. I'm not sure why, but they don't have some of the stuff. Like, they don't even have dew point for the Euro, which is strange. Let's just transition about 84 hours out when the actual peak timing is going on. And as you can clearly see, lows are in the low 60s, which is just so absolutely insanely warm for Iowa, Nebraska, even portions of Illinois, Missouri, even down there in Kansas. Like, that is crazy. And then when the actual warm up takes place in the high 70s, almost 80 for Kansas. Also, I've noticed something about the Euro. Like, the way the low pressure takes place looks a lot different. It just looks like a big, like, the way its placement is so much different. Like, it comes down sweeping from the northwest down to the southeast. But on the GFS, it shows, as you saw previously, it comes sweeping in kind of like this. So, kind of strange. They don't have too much model agreement right now. But other than that, relatively the same. The only difference about the Euro is that I don't think it's as widespread. Yeah, it's not as widespread as the Euro is, or the GFS. Now it's still showing all over Missouri. Low to mid 60s dew points. High 50s, low 60 dew points for Iowa. But yeah, this was my first mesoscale discussion kind of thing. Okay, just a forecast discussion, but sorry it was probably like choppy, bad. I was stuttering a lot. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to show you guys. You can kind of see it here, but this is the huge storm that will be creating our storms for Friday, Thursday, Friday, possibly even Saturday. So if you look here, we can see it pretty well. Let's just look here. You can obviously see the huge swirling motion. Low pressures right here. Big comma shaped. Just gonna sweep through the Pacific Northwest, and it's gonna go through the Rockies and out to the plains. Yeah, this time I really hope you guys enjoyed my weather forecasting, and I will definitely make that Minecraft tornado survival pretty much tomorrow. I already made the video, but I have not done the editing yet, so it'll probably be out tomorrow around 8, something like that. So yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.